Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of As Far As You Can Tell. I'm Joe. With me is...
Andrea.
Rachel.
Ashley.
Tippy.
And he's taking the hobbits to Isengard.
Not me. I'm lighting pizzas on fire, and my name's Brad.
And this is, As Far As You Can Tell, you're an actual play Pathfinder game set in the Zodiac Empires Campaign Setting. Little recap of what happened last time. The party decided to test out Vale's ability to open up portals to the gloom with her super special sparkle nighttime sword. That's what I'm calling it. We went to a old safe house of hers, opened a portal, and waited around it for a while. After waiting around, a familiar-looking bird flew right through the portal, followed by what looked like shadow demons who proceeded to disappear. After a tense standoff and then an attack by the shadow demons, Violet managed to get rid of all of them with a use of brightness, or brighten. Yeah, light spell to basically make them useless, and then we squashed them.
I put my sword in all their butts.
Pretty much.
If they have butts. I don't know if they have butts.
After that, we waited by the portal some more.
I made them
Some
alive.
members of the Void may or may not have seen us as we were hiding in our rope trick. They pretty much figured out where we were, though. So the party took their leave from the warehouse and went back to Vale's apartment, where they were discussing things when we last left them. I'll throw it back to Brad and the party.
Hi, party.
So what's the party want to do?
We wanted to go to that guy's place.
Yeah, let's go scope out the estate.
Do some recon.
Yeah.
Well, I'm useless for that, so...
Maybe we should send our sneaky sneaks.
Sneaky sneak. Maybe some
Buddy system.
air recon where
That's
it's viable,
Yeah.
I would suggest.
Luna's not allowed to do anything.
It's a good point, Bomb
She's
Slam.
grounded.
If he doesn't have strength, how's he going to slam bombs?
Oh, that's a good point because yeah.
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 I mean, they're bums. He slams them. He slams bums. He is actually the second in command for Ashley's anti-hobo brigade.
Oh, right.
Sweet, Team Ashley.
They're not bums he's slamming, they're bum.
Actual. Oh my god, we've come full circle.
Alright.
Did it suddenly get warmer in here? Like, what happened?
Same. That's what I was thinking.
It's a burnt pizza.
Yeah.
We need to just slather pizza on our arms.
I think maybe I'm hallucinating at the moment.
Why?
Because we're all unicorns.
Congrats.
Congrats, Tom.
Yeah, congrats, man.
Anyway,
That's pretty young for staff sergeant.
Yeah.
So, we're gonna go scope out the estate. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why I thought about that so damn long.
That's you.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, we're not sneaking. If we're going, we're
is
going.
anyone going with you?
I could probably sneak.
Probably boys at least.
So boys will go with you. Elric said he can't. This is not his area of expertise.
I thought he was a rogue.
You and Rowan?
We
haven't asked what he
romantic
is.
jaunt.
Yeah.
What does he do?
You guys know how to work with
Feel
each other.
You have to talk to him to
Oh, we
find
know how
out.
to work together.
I talked to him.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
It's happening. It's happening, team. Pause. Go.
Cool.
And you're
So
the
we're
only
all
one
sitting in the
You
apartment.
two are the only one
You
that
guys
knows
are
that.
making up the plans for this
Oh, we're
infiltration force, and Elric says that he can't come, and Vale says,
Or Violet.
Violet says,
Why?
it's not my area of expertise.
I thought that you were sneaky.
I have some proficiency in it, yes, but it's not the main focus of my repertoire.
What's that then?
Roll a will save.
What?
I think I know what he is.
It's
Awesome.
silent.
You'll never know.
Yeah, when you fail this will
I think
save.
we'll
21.
She's confused.
Someone tries to mentally hold your body in place, but you shrug it off.
So he's like psionic.
Yeah.
Clearly not that good.
Think I'm supposed to be impressed by that?
Yeah. Raziel, roll a will save.
I chuckle at him. I go.
Oh no.
Oh, she got an 18.
Oh really? Okay.
It doesn't pass though.
Yeah. But it's still high for a wolf
So
fighter.
Raziel stops moving as he continues the conversation.
You fucking
You're a
got there
lot more
for-
useful than I thought you were.
I think that's meant to be a compliment, but
What?
you're so sweet and
But do you say it like that though?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Like,
sure she
very-
does.
like very s-
I need to
solid.
test.
he says, I'd have a witty comeback for this, but they're all rude.
That's okay.
Rowan turns to you and says, what's the plan? We gonna go in?
Oh, we're going to
Stab people?
No.
But that's what I'm good at.
Bring it down.
To your level?
Yes.
So we're gonna stab their fingers off.
No. We're going to watch the people on the outside and see who comes into this building and who leaves and how to get in and out.
Oh. Okay. Seems boring. Should I bring a deck of cards?
No, I'm going with you.
Should I bring a deck of cards?
Do you find me boring?
When you don't talk and stare at other people yet.
I can talk to you.
But we're incognito.
I can whisper.
But we don't have an Amorai.
Let's go.
Okay. So you approach the estate. It's the it's the highest building on the hill. It is also the largest. You know that your original time spent here 5 years ago, a different family owned it. I need to take a shower because I smell like pizza smoke.
Smells like it in here.
Please don't get into bed smelling like that tonight.
This bitch.
5 years ago,
It's
another
not-
family owned it.
It's not an
Yes.
attractive scent.
Your entire room's probably gonna smell like it.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
No,
We have candles.
there's one burning right now.
Okay.
I also
Enjoy the house.
opened all the windows.
Are you sure
In the-
that fire is safe?
Yeah, it's not on fire anymore. It's actually in the sink, so the light's on fire.
No, I
And-
meant the candle, like.
Oh yeah,
We're just
I
having
moved
fun.
everything away from it.
Okay.
I was no. Anyway, you know that a different family owned it 5 years ago, and you also notice that the family isn't around anymore. You haven't heard their name or heard anything about them.
Like in a eerie way, like people still should be talking about them
Yeah.
and they just aren't for some reason.
No, like it'd be the same thing as if a large political family committed a social faux pas and was outcast by this town.
So it only talked about in dark rooms between people that.
Yes.
Okay. It's rumor mill stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I mean, we're just gonna watch, I guess. Just try to patterns, people that come in and out, especially if we thought the void was heading here.
Okay. Roll perception.
Yeah. Man, I need like different. Excuse me. 14.
In your first hour there, you notice nothing of the sort that's really out of place. He gets a couple deliveries, things like that, food, flowers. Nothing really out of place. Roll again.
With a different dice.
Ooh.
Better.
Fuck you, Eric.
20.
That has to stay in.
25.
That stays in.
25.
25. Okay. You notice something a little odd. About a half hour into your second hour. You notice that the guards don't really change shifts much.
Okay.
They're kind of roll sense motive.
14.
They seem a little distracted. Like a normal guard will pace around and he'll look and, hold conversations with his friends and everything else. All of his guards seem super militant. Like they do their job, what they're assigned to, all the time.
So they're like the royal guards.
Yes.
Okay.
You, at your current position, you're kind of like down the road a little bit, behind another estate. There's like maybe some shopkeeper nearby who's set up a small thing. Nothing really out of the ordinary coming and going into the house, but you really wish you could see over the wall. You feel like there's a lot going on over there that you just can't see. You also, that's one with your 25. One of the things you do notice is that the wall has been made higher in recent years. There's like the line of bricks goes up to about 10 feet for large stones, and then there's more large stones on top that add another 5 feet, but they're way newer. They don't have the moss growing on them or anything
So I know
like
it's
that.
the highest building up here, and I assume it's daytime.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anywhere we could see where we might get advantage over them without having to send in flying Dragon Man?
Yeah.
So
You could get onto the third floor of the... oh my god, what the hell's the name of the guy?
Air and A something.
The guy that we just went to?
No. Yeah, his house.
Eternius, and turn.
No, that's the name of his estate.
That's the
Oh, sorry. My
It's,
bad.
Faelar.
Faelar.
If you could get onto Z. Valferen's house, or into the third floor, maybe even the attic, you could see over the wall and get a real nice close view of the house.
Do I think that'd be hard?
Isn't he your ally?
He is your ally. You know that...
Oh, it's my bro.
Yeah, he's the
Okay.
guy who set up the meeting with...
Well, no, I'll just fucking ask him and do it.
Okay, you go to his house, you approach the butler goes, "Oh! Mistress Vale, just this way."
Chester?
Yeah.
Chester.
Chester takes you to his, Faelar's office, and then he closes the door behind you. And Faelar says, "Oh, an interesting surprise. What brings you in today?"
We're wondering if we could scat from here. Just
Does that put me in danger in any way?
no, we're just looking at your windows, basically.
Oh, I mean, sure. Well, what floor do you need?
Oh, was it the third?
The
You said?
third or the attic? The attic would be better.
The attic would be preferable as long as there's nothing sensitive. We won't disturb anything. I really have no interest in what's in your attic.
Roll diplomacy.
I genuinely don't. 30.
30.
I don't give a fuck what's in your attic.
He seems to contemplate it a little bit, and he goes, "You know, I kind of owe you anyway, so sure, just speak not a word of what you see up here." He takes you to the third floor.
I love secrets. Okay.
He takes you into like a spare library kind of room. You can tell it's not used very often, but it's meticulously cleaned. The books, it's really strange. You walk in and all the books look like they were, like it's a show library. Like all the covers are the same color and all the text lines up and like every set is together. Nothing's out of order. All the books are the same size.
It looks totally impractical and unlived in. Like,
Yes.
it's just
No person lives like this.
uses this, right?
And then he looks around and then he pulls one of the books and the bookcase slides open, revealing a staircase to the attic.
Okay.
He gestures you in.
I'm gonna go up.
As you walk up the rickety staircase, you can tell that it gets walked on often. There's a run in the middle of the stairs. They run all the way up. They're nice, big, wide stairs. You can tell that the staircase used to just openly lead to the attic, and it no longer does. There's the railing it has is meticulously carved. It's got dragons in it, and you arrive to the top floor, and you're in a new library.
The real.
The things around you, roll perception to see if you understand what they are.
24.
Okay, the things you find on in the attic, the first thing you notice is that one section of the floor is stone, where the rest of it is all wood. And then you realize that it's like a spill area. It's like recessed a little bit with concrete on the sides all around. In there is a alchemist laboratory that puts anything honest played with to shame. On the attic is separated into like wings. The staircase you walked up puts you directly in front of it. The A window directly in front of you looks directly at the Eternus estate. The Alchemist Laboratory is to the left, and to the right, you see a magical research kind of setup, place you would craft items or do magical research. Etched into the floor is a pentagram that can be filled with things to summon creatures. There you can see an obvious expansion of spell books and scrolls and things that you would normally find at Violet's lived-in areas. The room directly, or the wing directly in front of you, looks to be like a research library. Books that he would personally find important, things like that.
Do I see any theme in what he is researching, working on, / doing? Like, is it all demon summoning for beginners, or is it like?
Do you have knowledge arcana?
Demon summoning for dummies.
No, I don't.
You can roll the intelligence check if you'd like.
Yeah. Okay. Can I try something?
You can roll those Tic Tacs.
Nat 20.
Hey!
Jesus.
So I'll be 21. My mod's 1.
Okay, so on the left is a standard alchemist laboratory. He appears to be putting together potions and things of like invisibility, silence. To the right, you can tell that he's recently used the summoning circle, though you're not quite sure for what.
Okay.
You can. What languages do you speak?
I speak Faelar, Draconic, Israel, Raziel, Lairish, Umbral, Solarian, and Vandar.
Well, to the right, you see a couple spell books that are clearly written in Vandar.
For those who don't know, Vandar is the language that these big, powerful, evil things called Vandials
We learned
speak.
it.
And Vantas.
Mhm.
Vantas speak it too.
As you can take a quick perusal, he tries to gesture you directly into the towards the window.
That's why I know. I spooked out.
You also, as he gestures you into the
Oh, this is just the butler. I mean, this isn't.
no, this is
him.
Faelar.
Oh.
The butler wasn't going to let you up here.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I was so confused. I'm like,
The
wait a
butler
minute,
probably
this
doesn't
is
even know that his place exists.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was
Um,
like, wait, what?
As you get gestured into the little library, and you can kind of see some of the books and the spines and things, and
Vandal Worship 101.
no, some of them are written in languages you don't speak. The script looks similar to Vandar. You're not really certain what it is.
Okay.
Anyway, he takes you to a large bay window that looks out onto the bay, or the lake, and the Eternus estate, which is situated directly behind. You can clearly see the entire grounds from here.
Okay.
I made this.
Thank you. This is an interesting space you have up here.
It's for my personal endeavors.
You fucking
I mean, if you don't mind me inquiring, those interests might align with, some of my friends, Violet, Anna. can help
you. I don't think they can help me in this situation. These are more personal matters.
Can I sense motive him?
Sure.
The ability score order pleases me.
23?
He seems slightly embarrassed that you're asking about it, and he would really like it if you didn't tell anyone.
Okay, that's fine. I won't mention anything, but if you ever, have any need for quiet assistance or people that won't judge you for what you're doing up here.
Sure. Can you roll intelligence?
Anna would be the quietest.
Actually,
on that one.
linguistics. You can roll
Okay.
linguistics for this.
I mean, it wasn't bad. 19?
You remember the script of the titles of some of the books, and you can take it to somewhere else and translate it later.
Okay. Yeah, but I mean, I'm not gonna pry. I'm definitely just looking out the window.
Okay. One of the things you do notice is that there's like a small side room that contains what looks to be like a place you can sleep and generally get away from everyone. There's like half-eaten food on a table, things like that. But as you stare out over the Eternus estate, can you roll sense motive? Or, sorry, perception.
I figured.
Sense motive, the house.
It
house
looks
is a
pretty foreboding and evil.
Yep.
I'll
It looks
tell
like it's,
you what.
Looks like it's about to uproot itself and come fuck
14?
me up.
The house looks like it's about to uproot itself and come fuck you up.
Oh, okay.
No, there's soldiers drilling, but they don't look like soldiers. They're clearly members of the Void.
Okay.
There are quite a few of them, actually. You can count more than 30. And then after you take a little bit longer of a look, can you not roll perception again about an hour later?
Oh god, I can't math, like, to save my life. 15.
Okay. Guard change happens in this time frame, and you realize that the people that were just training replaced the guards.
It's probably not.
They're just in different clothes.
Okay.
Is there anything else you would like to look for? Specifically?
Oh, I think so. I mean, does anyone, like, go in and out of the house? Like, is there lights going on and off?
Roll perception. That's better.
24.
Your roll of 24 tells you that there's a couple people inside. Most of them seem like servants. But you can clearly see a very important individual sitting behind his desk. His back is to you. There's a large window behind. It's like right in the center of the house. It's directly across from you. He seems to be having a meeting with someone. Actually, a group of people. It's about 4 or 5, you would say. You really can't tell their face from here, but you can tell that it's at least 2 girls and 3 women.
Are they wearing rings? I wouldn't know that.
Sorry, 2 girls, 3 men. What?
That's what I thought you said. I was like, 2 girls, 3 women. All right.
So they're all women then. No, I said girls.
That's what I was gonna say.
Okay.
Now I have to incur.
I wouldn't date 2 of them.
Good. Good man.
I mean, I was old enough to be everyone's grandpa. Except for Violet, who is older than him.
No, she's not.
She's young.
I'm 38.
I'm older than her.
How old are you?
64.
Oh,
Old enough to be her grandpa.
He's
He's older than me.
He's less than 10 years older than
in
me.
any,
Is he
probably.
older? He's the oldest of the party.
You don't know what
Just by a
your
little
original
bit.
race
Oldest
was.
the old
Actually,
man.
it had to be
Oh,
human.
yeah.
We're both pretty old.
Yeah. Would have been him. So I guess hypothetically he could be older than me if I was old when it happened. Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Breathe.
Brad's having a rough evening.
Yeah.
I mean, he just started smoking today.
True.
I mean, I'll leave after a while. I won't.
Okay. Is there anything in particular you want to look for?
I think so. I don't know.
How long is after a while? How long do you stay?
I mean, what time was it when we left?
Like 10 a.m. You guys had just gotten up and gotten back.
I mean, I'd like to spend most of the day. I just.
Okay. At about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, the meeting adjourns and he goes off and he sits in another room somewhere. You can see his shadow. About an hour passes. Roll perception.
13.
You. This is actually a really low DC. You realize that the other 5 people never left.
Oh yeah, I feel like that would be.
You're like,
Easy to
where the
figure
hell
out.
did they go?
No left. Okay.
4 hours later, they still haven't left.
Did I see them arrive, or as far as I'm concerned, were they just there the whole time?
No, you never seen them arrive either.
Okay.
But you don't see them again.
Is there any
Through the windows, outside, nothing.
carriages, horses? Like, is there stables there?
He has a personal stable. It's off to the right. As you look over, there's nothing really there.
Okay.
The road and path to the stable and back out of the estate is all paved. It's very clean. You see some gardeners come out eventually and start doing some stuff, but they all seem to ignore the fact that the Void are standing right next to them.
How hard does the way be to get like over the wall? Like, is there any?
Oh, you can easily scale the wall. The problem you'll have is getting without the guards seeing you.
Okay. Good to know. Okay, I think that's all I
Okay. What's the rest of the party want to do? You arrive back at your apartment. What's everybody else do for the rest of the day?
I needed to rest.
You go to sleep. You wake up about 30 seconds after you go to sleep. You're in the dark placing it. Do you accept the fact that you're in the dark place? You're like, oh, I'm here again.
I would imagine I recognize it at this point.
The second you recognize where you are, you shift to Old Dragonheart. You're still standing in that guy's
Do I get any
house.
word from the Blue Wind people?
Nope.
Dang.
What? All right. Am I standing in that guy's house like
Like you never left.
so? Like we're still having a
No,
conversation?
he's not across from you.
What time of day is it?
It's like 6 or 7 o'clock at night. It's getting a little dark.
So I'm just in this guy's house?
Yeah, you're just standing there. There's clutter everywhere. You hear some footsteps on the stairway. He comes downstairs in a looser robe and a little nightcap. He's holding a candle. What the you do here?
How long has it been?
Long time, months.
What?
Huh. I don't know how I would explain. I don't know how I would explain
That
it to this
really
person, or
happened.
how much I want to explain to this person.
We need a minute. There's some bad things happening in the world.
No, it's just yeah. Sorry,
We'll talk about it later then.
Okay.
That was distracting. Anyway,
Sorry.
From this guy's house, is he just a farmer? Like, what is this guy?
he's like the town sage. People come to him for advice. Yeah, he can perform magic. You can figure that out if you look around the room for a little bit. He's got some pretty basic wizarding.
I want to work on this
material
guy's
components.
draconic so that we can talk a little bit better.
Okay.
So I spend this.
As long as you can.
Yep.
Okay. All right, Hove. What do you do?
I'm gonna send a few other Blue Winds out to people, primarily just asking if we needed assistance, if you could come. Particularly to Zachary Hawkins, our old guardian friend from Anchorage. Also, I'm going to tell him if he knows anyone who's from a Church of Wormfather in the area to have them contact me to appraise them of the situation.
Do you send that? When do you send that? Like noon?
Yeah.
You get a reply at 1 o'clock.
Okay.
And
I didn't realize how fast
you don't get a reply at 1 o'clock.
Okay.
When you went down there at noon, what did you do? Did you just go in and send a letter? Did you ask about the previous one you sent?
I asked about the previous one.
Oh, yeah, we have a response from Holly.
I'm guessing I went with someone.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Well, wait, I'm
You
sleeping.
can't. You're asleep.
Oh, right.
Sure, you went with Anna.
Anna. Okay.
We
God
tried
decided
to
to
send a messenger, but we couldn't find the address you put down.
Couldn't find the keep.
No.
Our address.
We couldn't find where you're staying in Sealed, or in Dragonheart.
You'd have to send it directly to the king.
Oh,
They can't find the apartment.
Oh, I must have gotten it
Yeah.
wrong.
Whoops.
I don't know. I'm just visiting a friend. I'll ask and get that corrected for next
You're
time.
probably like, fucking bail!
Stupid friggin'.
In any case, Holly tells you that she's taking care of some things.
Okay.
She's got a work crew out working on the
She's building a
church. The curtain walls of the keep are finished, and
Okay.
most of the interior work on the keep is also done.
Okay.
People have been showing up. Mostly for Ostian worship. They're Ostia worshippers.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Okay.
They've started building hovels and things.
Interesting.
Like in the field?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna come back to a town.
A really bad Minecraft town.
Can I build it?
It's gonna be like a testificate town.
Can I build
The
it?
road just.
Can
up
I
a
build our
cliff.
previous testificate count or the current one that I need to put back up?
Boss is
Boss,
gonna stab you.
boss, do it now. Do it now, boss.
Awesome.
Tell him.
We'd have to wait for a minute, so we'll do it.
What's
Lightning
happening?
Um,
It's awesome.
by the
Yeah,
way,
about the server.
before I leave that guy, or I tell him pretty early on in our conversation to work on it, because I don't know how long it'll be till I come back, but I have important things to discuss once we can discuss things better.
He says you disappear. You poof.
I'll explain that when I get back.
How long has it been?
But he needs to work on his
Months
draconic.
since he was there last.
He needs to work on his draconic so that I can explain it.
Okay.
More
You
clearly.
teach.
Yep. And then we
How
go
long? As long as Ken.
Until I disappear.
You stay here.
Until I disappear.
Okay.
Yeah, boss. We want you to tell JP to work on the Minecraft server.
Yeah. You have to tell him to fix it. Anyway.
I don't know why, but you just.
Holly gives you general updates. She said, "Don't worry about paying for Felix. That's been taken care of.
Did she mention by who or what?
She's in order to move in, she's taking a lump sum of 100 gold from each individual who wanted to own a plot of land, on top of property taxes.
Okay.
Later.
Okay. Nice.
Okay.
I write back. This is all good news. I know obviously your job is to encourage Ostian worshippers, but if anyone comes seeking, I write Wormfather or Nogrix.
Or Euro.
Sorry, Ho wouldn't write that.
Good night, Mama. Fuck that bitch.
Let them
the
know there's a
respect, man?
war priest. Your god freaks me out. Sorry.
It's just a little freaky.
A bunch of other veils running around is something Hope does not want
Well,
to
fine, I'll
deal with.
invite them on my
One
own
is
time.
enough.
We technically three.
After you send out your response to her, she gives you, like, as you go through all that, she goes, "Oh, we got a response immediately from your other friend."
Thank you.
The note reads, "We regret to inform you, but your friend has perished in a fishing boat accident. We wish we could give you this information in a more timely manner."
To Zachary?
Yep.
I don't think it was a fishing boat. Why are they wiping out Wormfather?
He's a guardian worshiper.
Mm-hmm. He worships angels.
Well. Oh, right. That's rough.
Scales of a different color.
That's funny. It's so pixelated.
Hope is very sad.
Yeah.
Okay, Violet, what are you doing?
Leaving you on that note, Joe.
Elric is sitting across from you at the dining room table. What are we going to do today?
I don't know. What do you want to do today?
Whatever you want to do. Here, I got you something. He reaches into the bag and he hands you a wrapped parcel in brown paper.
I'll open it.
It's a book.
What's kind of book?
Curzon's Beckoning.
Not baconing.
Not baconing.
Where did you get this?
I bought it at the bookstore. It's not our library's not the only one in town.
I need to go to other libraries. I wish to go to another library. Thank you for the book. It was very kind. What's it about specifically?
You open the first page.
Oh god, you already know, didn't it?
Nope.
What's the first page?
Curzon's Baconing.
I show him. Did you realize this was a cookbook?
Yeah, of course.
Why did you give me a cookbook?
I didn't.
I'm confused.
That's easily done.
No, I'm confused too.
Ooh.
That's not easy.
Yeah. No.
Why did you buy me a cookbook?
I didn't buy you a cookbook. I just inserted the cookbook page as the first page. To see this face.
Aw.
Dude, he's such a troll.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can handle this.
I don't know if you have the mental fortitude.
I don't think I do.
And you're a wizard.
What's the?
You're a wizard, Violet.
What's the?
I'm a what?
What does the book focus on?
It's a recount of all of Curzon's Beckonings and the events and destruction that they had occurred. It's a very big, thick book. It's about 750 pages wide,
Damn
or
it.
thick, and it's
Wide.
about this size.
It's like a giant
So it's like
textbook.
this.
Each page is 750 normal pages.
The text is so small You need a magnifying glass.
You need a
and
magnifying
to read
glass.
Curzon's baking.
You need an electron microscope.
I say I'm going to read this when I'm done. I want to go to another library. If you don't mind going with me.
Sure.
He's like, oh my god.
I go
I'll
start.
get a list.
Okay.
Aww.
It's interactive, and I go and read the book
Okay.
for the next week of my life.
He sits in the same room as you. Where are you going?
Probably just like the main room, unless he's sleeping loud. Are you in your room or on the couch?
He's on the couch.
Yeah, of course.
He needs to be near the front door just in case somebody tries to break in. He actually would pull his bed out here, but Vale told him no.
He also needs windows
Who'd you
in case he has to jump out the window.
Um,
And dive bomb somebody.
he roll perception.
6. That one.
Okay, so you're definitely deaf and blind for the first hour.
She's
Can you roll?
flustered.
Can you roll again
Yeah.
I'm
for the next hour?
very involved in the 20.
Okay, roll again for the third.
Nat 20.
25.
Okay,
Jesus Christ.
first hour. You
Nat
were
20
way
skill
too
checks.
engrossed in this first Curzon's Beckoning because it talks about the events that he is experiencing now. The second hour, you realize that Elric has been taking glances at you when he thinks you're not looking, and the third hour, you realize that he hasn't changed his page in 3 hours. JP.
At least Luna's not getting in there, I guess.
Oh. Oh.
About a couple of weeks passed.
It's almost
2,
aggravating, though, because he was really
2,
gonna fix
3 weeks passed.
doing what he was supposed to do.
He feeds you fish, some sheep, lamb. You get some beefsteak. It's typically pretty good food. You successfully teach him Draconic to the point where he can fluently speak with you now.
Holy
He's
shit.
the nicest one of us.
So at this point, can I start to discern, like,
Nice.
the actual year, like, where we are,
Yes.
and about the Curzon's Beckoning, specifically? For
It's
now?
not. He tells you about Curzon's Beckoning, how it
Right.
just happened recently, and the Curzar family successfully defended us against the onslaught of the beasts, especially as the White Rose family rose to the occasion and solidified a seal into a single unified nation in order to push back the beasts of the Curzon's Beckoning. You recognize the date as 3068.
Okay.
Which is roughly about 88 years after the start of the Age of Legacy.
Okay.
This book is now damaged. Who wants it? Actually,
Why?
I
it
think that's
specifically
that
says,
the
I think that's the
Coffee
actual.
"Don't sell this." It has
Yeah, it's
coffee
coffee
on
stuff.
page 257. It was just like that when we got it. We don't know why.
I bet the person who's reviewing it spilled coffee on it
Mhm.
in whatever country they did that in.
Okay.
Taiwan?
I try to discern how much he knows about, like, or what his role in the Beckoning was. Like, did he help the city of Dragonheart? Like,
Yes, he created a spell. It's kind of one-time use. He used this. He calls them Dragon's Tears.
okay.
He's not really certain. You don't know what it is.
He can't find a word, or
He just calls them Dragon's Tears. That's just, they fall from the
it's
sky.
nothing.
What
Okay.
does he do with them?
He used it to turn the entire city invisible for the length of the attack.
What's the pizza temperature? So,
Seer did that?
Soonish, like 10 minutes.
Does he have Can
They
he,
told me an hour and a half. It's not an hour and a half. It'll be here in like 40 minutes or so.
Can you describe these dragon teeth?
Oh yeah, sure. He goes and gets one, and he hands it to you.
What is it?
It's a chunk of Zodiac about this big.
How does he hand it to me? I shouldn't be able to touch it.
No, you can handle them.
Oh, I thought you couldn't handle it.
Zodiac, you can.
Yeah.
He has a chunk of Zodiac that large?
He opens a chest and it's full of it.
Holy shit. Well, alright, so, meta question, though. About Zodiac. Did, like, was there... Because I know... It doesn't matter. I'll ask this later.
It'll make magic walking crap, like,
Huh?
but you can just handle it normally.
Yeah, you can handle it normally. You just can't, like, he can't teleport away from here. You don't think he's powerful enough to do it.
If you cast it on it, it'll probably be, like, fucking insane, too.
Not if he attunes it to a specific thing.
But like if he just like hits it with a fireball, probably not a good idea.
And there used to be a dragon heart here, but now there's a crater and the lake is larger.
The seal used to exist.
That's
That
a lot of fucking
fixes
Zodiac.
all of our problems.
Sponge.
Sorry.
What?
Mike.
The chest is about the size of...
Wait.
No, if it didn't exist, like
When did
before we
Alfreda
were
start
born,
doing the thing and stuff?
A long time from now.
we wouldn't be here.
Long time from now?
Yeah.
Might exist.
It's relatively recent history.
Yes.
So
Last 100-ish.
right, so this is like how many years ago?
This
Am I
is
at-
like
A long time
Just
ago.
600 years.
That's what I thought, like something roughly. So Zodiac was falling already, but Aldrea hadn't really started yet.
Right.
Okay, well I don't want to say too much, but holy shit, that's a lot of fucking Zodiac. I stare at it for a little bit, clearly dumbfounded.
Okay.
That this man just has like a fucking chest full of fucking Zodiac. The fuck is this? God, there's so.
I've killed for less in other campaigns.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
No joke.
Legit.
You're looking at about a 2 foot by 2 foot chest of Zodiac, give or take.
That's a lot.
God damn. Jesus Christ. Well,
He must be like super magic-y to figure that out.
well, he has Zodiac helping him out.
I know, but still, he figured it out.
I wish I could bring my magic friends here. So huh?
As you say that, you disappear. The rest of the party. Does anyone have anything special they would like to do for the rest of the day?
Does he wake up like? First of all, you said in the book I was reading around the thing that he was actually in.
Mm-hmm.
Anything specific in the book?
Yes, the city was hidden from view from outside entities. However, if the entities ended up inside the city, they would be able to see everything. So, once word got out to the attacking forces, they were able to attack Dragonheart, and it was successfully defended by the Curzar family, which is accurate to what I just told him.
But it bought them time.
Mm-hmm. They didn't get wiped out. They just got decimated.
Fucked.
Okay.
Or, yeah, that.
Fucked!
Pretty much.
Got it.
TM.
Dude, Voss, you have no fucking idea how hungry I
Yeah.
am right now. And I'm like, yes.
But do I wake up? Right?
No,
Not yet.
not yet.
Special things I would like to do. Well, obviously, be real sad about Zachary.
Yeah.
Also going to send word to, fuck, what's his name? He's the dude who,
Luca?
yeah.
Yeah, Luca.
Ask him what's going on in Anchorage. Is Zachary actually dead?
Okay.
I'm sending
you,
a lot of messages.
You get a reply to that.
Mhm.
Zachary disappeared about 2 weeks ago. Haven't been able to find him. The Vatha Sentinels say they found his body floating in Flotsam out in the bay. Kind of crazy. We're really saddened by his passing.
I wonder if he knows, but
If
he just can't write
anything
anything.
else noteworthy happens, I'm writing this back. Please send word here.
Got it.
Yeah.
You get a reply. On it, sir.
I would probably be reading my uncle's book still.
Okay. That
I
is
don't-
going to take you about a week to get through.
Okay. I don't have anything specific yet, but if you
Okay.
guys think of anything,
Okay. Vale?
Yeah.
I eventually come back.
Okay.
do you?
What do you do for the rest of the day?
I guess where is everyone when I get back?
He's asleep.
We
These
come
two
back.
eventually get back, and
Yeah.
Vale's sitting in her room reading.
Right.
Actually, she's
I'm in the living.
in the living room reading while you realize that Elric has just been staring at her for the last 10 minutes as you stared at the doorway and tried talking to him, and he didn't say anything
I
back.
clear my throat loudly.
He still ignores you.
She
She doesn't.
Guys,
He does one of these. Hi.
God.
I give him a look. And
Give him a look.
He shrugs at you.
if I give you the names of some books, could you tell me kind of what they're about? Could you do some research?
This is the part I've been waiting for.
Alright. I just write down whatever.
Roll intelligence to successfully tell her what they are. Perfect.
Nice.
15.
Okay, so as she begins writing these down to you, what languages do you speak?
She has a headband of linguistics, so hopefully all of them.
Mythic, the Valish, Solarian, Israel, Orish, Vandar, Umbriel, Cyprian, Laarish, Washun, and Trist.
Okay. You realize that it's a mix of Vandar and Israel, kind of.
Weird.
It uses the Vandar alphabet, but Israel words.
Interesting.
Like you start looking at it, you're like, these aren't. This is gibberish. Wait a
I'm
second.
like pronouncing it out.
I
It's like,
get it.
okay.
Veil blushes or Violet blushes once he does that. Figures it out.
Why do I blush?
Because the titles coincide with how to summon and bind a succubus to have fun times with.
Oh my god.
What?
That's why he didn't want anyone to know what it was.
I'm super embarrassed.
Do you tell me what they're about, or are you just
I
like
tell you telepathically. I'm like,
You can't even say it out loud.
a succubus? Are you sure? I say that out loud.
yeah.
Eric goes, what? Where?
I look at it again, and I'm like, yeah, I'm sure.
Are we there by now?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know.
I just wake up. Giggity.
Giggity. You back to sleep.
But I mean, otherwise, I mean it's relatively harmless as far as
Generally, yeah.
yeah.
It's weird.
Voss, that's... Yeah, I guess you can get a copy if you want.
Hold on, boss.
God damn it,
I got you.
boss.
I got
You gotta
you.
get a copy of that succubus stuff.
I got you. For
For a friend.
Science.
For a friend.
research purposes.
I need it for
I
reasons.
sent you the phallic museum. Come on.
Yeah, you already got the phallic museum link.
How much do you need, man?
Holy shit, this book is expensive now.
How are you doing that?
There's an actual book.
Yeah, Book of Erotic Fantasies.
It's $120.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Are there pictures, like illustrations?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Scale
it's behind
illustrations?
GP if you want.
Do
You
you
can
want
take
it?
it home with you, Andrea, for research purposes.
Research purposes.
Take her
God,
into
no, why?
sexuality. Is that plural?
Anyway, what's the party
Anyway.
do for the rest of the night?
Good cover.
God.
Jesus, man.
Even used, it's
Why?
73.
Right.
I don't know
Wait,
if I
scroll
want
down.
that used, though.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
Okay, not bad, 35. Okay, anyway.
Um,
So now that you know that Faelar has a obsession with summoning succubi for his personal pleasures.
that's actually kind of weird because I
Their
guess we didn't
profane
know
gifts
that we were
gives you a
fighting
+2 to
demons,
any ability.
So.
So that's why he was embarrassed. Like, he doesn't want...
He's doing this for personal reasons.
He assumed that you understood
For
that
science.
language, though. So
No, he didn't.
Well,
No, he didn't know. Like,
He had no idea.
true. He was just
The
The
only
chance of somebody knowing the Vandar alphabet is so incredibly small.
It's why he's written it in Vandar and Israel.
yeah.
Yeah.
You would have to know both languages and figure out that he was writing in Israel in Vandar.
Well,
Yeah.
and he just thinks I'm Bobjo the human. He doesn't know Manor.
yeah.
Do you tell us about your dream?
And
He's not awake yet.
even the way that you talked to him was just like, I have magic friends that understand this.
I don't.
Yeah.
So he
Um,
has no. He wouldn't expect that you know.
Is he doing
Yeah.
anything weird, or is he just like sleeping? So like moving?
He's snoring very loudly.
I'm probably in a deep sleep at this
So no,
point.
nothing weird. Completely normal.
How long has he been out? That's kind of annoying.
Well, I was awake for over 24 hours.
He's
Try
been
to
out,
wake him
he's
up.
been out for like 10. What?
Try to wake him
I
up.
mean, it's been a
Doesn't
while.
respond.
I poke him
He
again.
he.
Curl up.
Can I mentally poke him?
Brazil. Should wake
Can
You
up.
get-
she?
You
enter
get
his
the
dreams?
ping of not available right now. Sorry.
Sorry, unconscious.
AOL dial up.
Guys, if he was a snoring, I think he's dead.
If he wasn't snoring, I think he's dead.
True. Hove does the heal check on him. No, he's still good.
I don't need to. I know it's fine.
Do you kick his shins?
I mean,
I just wake up. Why do my shins hurt? Ugh.
Oh, bruises all over me.
Oh.
Wake up.
Okay. Anything else for us tonight?
Keep reading.
I'll be asleep for a few weeks, by the way.
Yeah, I just explained some of the things I saw.
once it gets to be like 12 hours and he's not awake, I get concerned.
Yeah, at that point, yeah.
Well, 12 becomes 13, and 14, and 15, and 16,
Wait,
and
stop,
17.
stop, stop.
Well-
Do things.
Hang on, I said I get concerned. I do something when I'm concerned.
That's fine.
I don't sit there going, I'm concerned.
Boy,
Everyone's sitting on
I'm
the couch.
concerned. Stop it, Raziel. You're doing me a concern.
You're doing me a
You've done me a concern with
Bork, bork, bork,
You're giving
bork.
me a frighten.
You've given me a fright.
I start trying to wake him the crap up.
Slightly
I'm
used.
guessing it's not
Few
going to.
pages.
Dump some water on
Oh
him.
my god.
Stop.
I take a decanter of endless water.
Oh,
Awesome.
yeah.
And I
yeah.
begin
Totally got
dumping it.
It is on my person.
Geyser.
Wake up!
Still
I
asleep.
just. I'm suddenly having a dream of drowning.
Hey, none of this. What is this? No, you don't have telepathy in the room.
I'm helping Ashley out.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
I poke him.
Doesn't wake up.
I take my hammer and I start lightly tapping him.
I mean, he might be able to-
To the point where he would like have a little headache.
No.
Wow! I'm gonna wake up.
I kick his shin. I kick his
Doesn't wake
shins.
up.
I keep kicking his shin. I got stupid.
Nope.
I
Useless.
tried to mentally poke him.
You get a voice that's not his that say he's busy right now.
Does it sound
The
like
fuck?
Faelar?
Yeah.
Can I talk back to it? I try to talk back to it. I say, why is he not
That's the
available?
part I was waiting for.
Good.
What?
Why is he not available?
He's visiting an old friend.
He's fucking sleeping.
Can't he do this later? He's been gone for a while.
It's his decision when he gets to come back.
Remember last time when I went with him?
Yeah.
Can I do that again?
No.
Why?
He doesn't want to be disturbed.
I think you don't want him to be disturbed.
Yeah, 3 weeks after he went to sleep, he asked. What?
I think you don't want him to be disturbed.
It's actually not my decision. Well, I guess it could be. Anyway,
I poke him again.
Oh my god.
it doesn't respond. You get the dull blackness that you normally get.
Dormammu,
Do you
Fucking Dormammu!
I've come to bargain.
Can we have Ulrich try to communicate with him since he's a little bit older than I am and may have more special
You castle person.
samurai abilities?
Haha, now he's
Oh,
not
sure.
there. Wait.
Ulrich walks over.
Oh,
He looks at Raziel.
He's got swag.
Cracks his mind, knuckles.
He's sleeping.
He looks at Hove.
Got some swagger.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need some help. He tries to pull him off the couch onto the floor.
What? I mean, he's how it goes.
Oh my
That would
god.
be the kind of relationship those two have, too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wake up. Oh my head. Oh my shins. I've peed myself.
Jesus!
That's canon.
Oh, this is the corner.
You sleep well,
He's,
buddy.
he's holding the basin of water.
He'll get you back, little dwarf.
Would we write?
Technically, that's payback since he
Like-
bit him.
Yeah.
In any case, he, with Hope's help, he pulls Raziel onto the floor.
Easy.
He lays him out so he's like flat and like moves your wings so they kind of like sit next to you. He checks your eyelids, does all the normal like, oh, definitely still alive.
I put crumbs of bread like in your wings and before I fold them up, so you're gonna be all irritated.
Never fall asleep in front of a door.
If you're a Zio.
You're like helping, and then you're like. God damn it.
In any case,
I don't get these opportunities. often.
he ends up sitting cross-legged on top or above Raziel's head. On
To the
top.
top of it. Hatch that
He's not waking up.
Nope, still not waking up.
I don't get anything.
God damn it.
Ulrich seems to go into a deep state of mental concentration. You would recognize it as a form of pre-reverie. The mental silence that the Amorite typically aim for before they enter the dreaming realm. He sits there for a little while. And we'll wait till Rachel gets back before I tell you what he said.
Joe. Oh, go ahead.
While you're putting like breadcrumbs in his
Oh my
wings,
god.
can Anna with non-permanent marker like draw like a unibrow?
Well, he doesn't have
I don't
hair
have
to begin
eyebrows.
with, so he doesn't have
You'd have to draw
That's
eyebrows
true.
and a unibrow.
He just gets a marker.
Just draw facial hair on him.
Yeah.
Give him a beard.
A beard.
Hope probably
For Hope.
helps.
Yeah.
He's gonna wake up. Ah!
Taking a beer.
We need fake hair.
I need to shave. What the fuck?
What?
We need fake hair so we can glue it to him.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
A
with
wig.
fake eyebrows.
I just wake up.
Yeah.
This way.
When did I become human?
Sorry, girl.
It's okay.
You ran out there without a coat on?
Yes.
You
Die?
monster!
I don't know. Okay, so what happened?
Slave.
Okay, so Ulrich goes into a deep state of mental concentration. He eventually wakes up about an hour later. And he goes, "We have a small problem.
Oh.
What's the problem?
His head is empty.
We knew that.
We know.
I checked.
Not lack of intelligence empty.
Go on.
He's physically missing from inside of his own body.
Did you find Valor?
The
The other voice?
It's not a voice.
What is it?
It lives inside that. It points at his sword.
Yeah, we know that.
You don't though.
Can you explain it?
So we're chasing a Vantis, right?
Yeah.
Imagine if it lived in the sword.
That's-
So is it Avantis?
No. But it's a very powerful entity.
Yeah, we knew that.
He's what was he, Prince?
Yeah.
I don't know. No, I'm not awake.
It's,
Faelord?
I wouldn't know. Never met one. But probably
That's
it's,
what we were told.
it's pretty powerful.
Can we just can we have an outside moment? How do I spell Vantis? I spell it different.
V-A-N-T-U-S.
Okay, I spell it different every time.
Van T.
Vantus.
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 You know,
Jesus.
everyone has a tuss.
And they put it in their vans.
Oh my
I walk
God.
over to the sword. I kick it in the shin.
Kick it in the shins.
But it doesn't have
Your
shins.
foot's missing.
It's the hill.
Has has Raziel spent any time alone with this thing?
All the
lot.
time.
Made a pact with it, maybe?
Yup.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're in trouble.
Why?
Who let him do this? First of all, who can I blame for this?
Him?
We had very
We're
little,
not his mother.
very
He
little
did it
choice
before
in the
he told
matter.
us.
So, essentially what's happening is the
I called it.
entity, we'll call it Valor, I guess, is allowing Raziel to experience its own memories in one way or another.
I'm jealous.
I've seen some of those.
Yeah, but you don't. It's not just a visit. It's everything.
He's there.
To put it in the clearest of terms, it could kill him at any moment, and there's nothing he can do about it.
I think he knows that.
Yeah.
It's not just the kill part. It has reached a level of connection with him that I would love to reach with any of my enemies.
So it's his enemy?
It could be that way?
That depends on the following couple of
Okay,
years.
so you guys just fought those shadow demons.
Yeah.
Magic jar kind of thing. Imagine that permanent on Raziel at all times.
Is there any way we
He could
What?
The Valor could literally just swap with Raziel, and there's
Oh.
nothing Raziel could do about it.
I'd be a sword.
Yeah, he would be stuck in the sword.
Wow.
Oh, I see
I don't know
where
if
we're
it's
going with this.
Got a problem with that.
Put me in their butts.
What Valor's end goal is, I have no idea.
Did he tell you
None of us
anything?
do.
He doesn't like talking to me.
You know too
Why?
much.
I
Because
can
he knows
imagine
you're
that.
skeptical.
I understand how it works.
Why do you understand how it works?
And part of my training is understanding how the mind warps matter.
Okay.
No, you actually have training. Phil doesn't know anything about it.
He's learned. He's learned.
I mean, I'm only like 117.
I mean, I don't know that.
Old man.
I may or may not be like an 8.
You could have been an infant.
As far as you can tell.
As far as I can tell.
Someone type it. I can't. I can. I'm just lazy.
Well, Raziel can. He's not doing anything.
So, how can we wake him up?
You
I
don't.
think we can.
He has to come back of his own free will. Raziel's in there for himself. He's not being controlled in any way.
Oh, well, he's fine then.
Is there any way we can contact him?
Theoretically, yes.
But Valor has to let us.
Yeah. Valor doesn't like him being disturbed at the moment.
I kicked the sword in the hill.
But he
It
needs
moves
me.
back.
Can that thing move, like, of its own free will?
I mean, it has incredible magical power. I assume it has some control over its own form.
What did you do?
I would advise not kicking its shins.
Well,
It grows shins.
it
Just
grows legs. It kicks your shit.
Oh no!
chases you around the apartment.
My worst nightmare.
Oh no.
It's like a little
I
imp.
wanted to talk to him about this later, but I don't want to talk to him about it like in the room.
Oh, she wants to
because-
be alone with him later.
No, I don't want to be near the
Oh,
sword.
I see.
You have brain link.
He just...
Yeah, but who knows if he could.
Is
I mean,
there
if he
any
can
way
listen
that
to
we
it
can
in the
break
apartment, he
this?
can listen to it anywhere.
Can
Yeah.
we?
Other than killing him.
Not killing Raziel. So, the entity itself has a physical form somewhere that's not the sword. The sword is just a receptacle for its power. It's not it itself.
I think we know where it
And
is.
if it's a Fae, its power is directly connected to its body. It's not separate like you or I, where our souls are separate from our own bodies. When we die, we get to go to this special place in the world. When it dies, it's forever. There's no afterlife for it.
So
Extra dimensional creature.
he's not really dead.
No. There's no way that it could be dead.
We assume that he's dead.
Unless the only way that that would occur is if it was killed and simultaneously split itself into
How
like
do you
Is that
kill
what
it?
happened?
I mean, usually a stab thing.
Hit it.
Well, you wouldn't. He didn't respond to you because
Oh, that's not so bad.
Oh, oh.
You're gonna see stabbing.
Huh.
we,
You
we,
stab
he's
sword.
in the vibrant.
No.
I'm in the
Stab his
past.
actual body.
Physically in the past.
Yes, you
No.
are.
Hey!
Stab.
shut up.
No.
Oh, she's talking about Valor.
Valor's in the vibrant.
Did
He
did
wanted-
anyone?
He wanted us to go to his grave.
Yeah, there's probably a reason for that.
Like what?
And stab that.
So there's a couple ways that this could work. He could have willingly done this to himself, which is unlikely.
Valor?
Yes.
As far as we can tell, he was murdered.
I would instead of murder use the word imprison.
Yeah.
That makes better sense.
Yeah.
But what did
Whoever he originally was must have made some very powerful enemies in order to do this.
That's where I was
The
going with
backcourt
it.
was
True story.
sort of
True story.
usurped.
Valor's intentions, good or evil, are unknown. There's
Does
no
he
really
have
way.
like
to know.
a...
I assume it's good because he hasn't killed anyone yet.
Well, he has just
Neutral at
the
least.
right people.
From what we could tell, he sticks with people for a while and he wants people that are powerful.
He's waiting for something.
Yeah.
Yes, he wants to.
He wants someone to probably be his
Elric just
vessel.
connects with all of you. Okay.
Yeah. It's probably just a vessel, is what he wants.
Yeah, he wants
He-
a influential force.
To see what's going on in the world and have a hand in it, so when something happens that he's waiting for, he can be there for it.
Yeah,
That's the impression
that
I got the
seems-
first
that
time
seems
we
like
interacted. with
right.
him.
Does he have like a... Does Ulrich have a good understanding of like planar stuff, or is this all new?
Oh yes, very.
Also,
The book I had given you is my personal.
how Valor was talking the first time,
I did a long time ago.
Hove got the impression that all the people that he had been wielded by as a sword before, he talked like they were just glimpses in time. So theoretically, Raziel took the deal, figuring that whatever Valor is waiting for isn't going to come to fruition during the time he's alive.
That's probably a good bet. I mean, from Raziel's experiences, he's experiencing time that's centuries before anything
That's
that
the one right there.
we understand.
This is before even the people we knew. Currently.
Yeah.
I mean, he's talking about fledgling nations. He's talking about a farming village, not this. And he gestures around the room.
So he's clearly some things that we know about him. He's clearly interested in curtain specking because all the people that he's been involved with, there's lots of flashbacks for it.
Seems that way, yeah.
So why he's interested in curtain specking, I don't know.
I think the best way we can learn anything is with Raziel.
I keep trying to knock in his head. I keep
He
knocking.
doesn't answer. It's not going to work, he says.
We just have to wait it out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It looks that way. Until Raziel wants to come back, he doesn't come back. Okay, so what's the party do for the next 3 weeks that Raziel is asleep?
For the first couple of days, Hove just kind of waits around. Then after that, Hove actually genuinely starts worrying, and he cleans up all the stuff that he did to Raziel and starts like
He can get his armor when he comes
caring
back.
for him
Yeah.
like he's a
You're gonna have
bad
armor.
person.
When
Can we
that
pick it up for him?
happens, yeah, and like when that happens, I wash like his face.
Is he really asleep for 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Hove cares for him
Yeah.
for as much as he can.
Can we pick up his armor for him?
Sure.
I'm gonna put it in a box and put a bow on it.
Okay.
Aww.
Da-da-da! It's this big standing box that's already automatic.
Tell me he has his armor. Maybe he'll wake up for that.
Hey, your armor's here.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Put it on.
Actually, can Hove put it on him?
Yeah.
That'd be sweet.
I wake up.
Very stiff. That was uncomfortable.
Oh my god.
But then you're very happy, like,
A couple things you guys notice immediately. I love how every
Wasn't
episode
I wearing
goes
a ring
back
of
to this.
sustenance?
Yes. One, he doesn't need to eat or sleep. He doesn't need to eat. And two, he doesn't defecate in any way.
that's what
Just
I was
good.
wondering.
Because you would have to clean the couch.
A lot of times.
Not in my apartment.
We can put him in his room, like.
He wakes up in a bed of shit.
I say we put that.
You fucking assholes!
Yeah.
Where's the cubes?
I say that we put him in his room and we put Valor not in the same room as him.
It's not gonna matter.
I know, but still.
Yeah.
Okay. The one day you do that, the next time you come in to check on Raziel, Valor is next to him.
That's creepy.
Hey, don't fuck with the magical sword.
Just leave it.
I read more on Twilight.
What?
I read more of my book.
Sure. Okay.
I imagine we take turns watching him sleep, probably.
Is he still sleeping? Yep.
Nah.
The Night War that the book refers to it doesn't involve Drow at all, or Sinathiel. It's the destruction of the Night Court. It gives a detailed account of what
That's pretty
exactly
important.
happened.
So this isn't not from the material plane, obviously.
No.
This would involve Valor.
Yeah.
Does it say anything on it?
Yes.
What's his name?
He gave us, I think, his Fae name.
The Prince of Night.
Okay.
And the one annoying Hydra chick talked about him too.
There was 2 gallons of urine that day.
His bladder grew 4 sizes that night.
God.
Oh no. The Grinch of Pee.
Ew. Blech.
We might eat tonight.
Yeah,
Do you guys want more M&Ms?
No, I want pizza. In my mouth.
You can scrape the mashed potatoes off of the pie, Joe.
Does it have an update on the timer?
There's some Butterfinger pretzels.
It's been
over
so
there.
long since we started eating that I can eat another meal now.
Same.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Does your mom say?
If there's at any point that Hove is in the room alone with just Valor and Raziel,
Hove wants to
Wow.
look at the sword
Oh God.
and just say out loud to it, I just want you to know, if you ever do anything to hurt him, I will find you and I will destroy you.
You guys are so cute.
The power of you guys got that romance.
Raziel's body says.
Oh my god, this is getting like exorcism creepy.
That's just.
Should she tip when Pizza Dude gets here?
Yes, $6. Entities greater than yourself have tried.
That's what you think.
Give me time. I'll wait.
It's Hobart, with a sword.
I'll just keep him in here. No big deal.
Now he's talking about.
It's not like that.
Okay, so 3 weeks pass. Does anybody have anything specific they want to do?
What do you learn from your book?
Yeah, what do I learn from my book?
Yeah.
Lots
We were
of
talking
stuff.
about Night Court.
Lots of stuff.
What happened?
It only gives a detail of the accounts that Twilight is specifically involved in. It's not a historical document. It was built by this person to use in this thing, blah, 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 whole way through. Most of it is used for information gathering, spying, that kind of thing, learning the secrets of the enemies of the Night Court. It fought on the Night Court side the entire time. It was definitely used to kill a few Fae, typically powerful Fae. It also ignores their damage reduction entirety.
So
So,
you do have a way to kill a Fae.
in emergency,
We're gonna use your sword to kill
I think it's funny how everyone just wants to kill him.
Valor.
I know, I thought I was making a nice guy.
I have a distinct if statement.
If
Right.
Raziel hurt, kill sword.
Right.
you can't trust something if you don't see where it keeps its brain. Harry Potter, Chamber of Secrets. Life
True.
lessons.
That's accurate. I would accept that. Maybe
Yeah.
we will need to take the lights off. The downside is we screw them in from the other side.
I know.
You can't trust something if you can't see where it keeps its brain.
I'm gonna finish reading my book.
Okay,
That does not
you get
apply
about halfway through before
to
it's
mind
over.
flayers.
3 weeks, I only get halfway through.
It's 750 pages of very condensed text.
What else am I doing? I'm reading.
Elric's asking you out on a date like every day.
I'm reading.
Oh!
I say you can sit on the couch.
Do you see that plane? It just got shut down.
He says, fine. And then he makes dinner and brings it to
Did you tell me
you.
that?
Does his voice
Yes,
crack
sir.
like that?
Fine!
Fine.
Did you tell me that?
Yes, I tell you
Do you
that.
make me do it?
Yes. What about a double date?
You can go to dinner.
Good.
Triple. Do you guys
Triple
want-
date?
Busy.
Can Raziel come?
No,
No, we can't Oh, then again, we do need people to watch.
Why do you want
Taking care of him.
Because then he wouldn't be
Can you
asleep.
stay and help Hope
Yeah.
watch Raziel
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Oh, do you like him?
on the couch together?
He hasn't killed me yet.
Fair.
It's usually a good start.
Actually, we fought a couple times.
Hey, you're asleep. Stop talking.
Well, statistically,
Bum slam making
Is this why you
we
made him
fought
sleep?
more
So
than
we can't
the
talk?
other members of the party together. What?
He made you asleep so you can't talk.
Anyway, you go on a double date with Elric and Vale and Rowan, and you have a grand old time. You don't get attacked by Shadow Killer members or the Void.
We
That's
can
like a
leave
lame
without
date.
dying.
You know what? I want to get the news that he should settle it down with her because she hasn't dated before.
You tell him that?
I mean,
I
you get
asked
mentally connected.
Rowan to tell it to him. I'm going through the bro ship.
The bro ship.
Okay, so how do you tell Rowan to tell him? Because how he handles this is definitely...
It hinges on that.
When I bring up the double date to him,
Yeah.
I assume we're alone.
Yeah, sure.
Like, she'll go.
He's sitting on the roof staring
She'll
across the
go. But
Yeah.
it might be better if he kind of tones down his advances on her.
Okay. Okay. I mean,
I
you can
just-
tell him that. That's fine.
Could you talk to him?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Come on.
No, I can. It's fine.
You know what I mean, right? He's just a little forward. She's never dated anyone.
Yeah, sure.
No.
Can she, like, sense motive? Like, is he
Is he
genuinely...
getting what I'm
Is
trying
he, like-
to convey?
Roll
Is
sense motive.
that 10.
Really.
Yeah, he understands it fully. He needs to tell him to slow it down with the new girl. Because she's new to this whole thing and she's very young.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, you know.
He goes inside.
Oh boy.
I just bet. Okay. I might have blown your life up. I'm sorry. We'll see.
Time
I
will
would-
tell.
Anna would probably pull you aside and say, like, please tell me all the details when you get back.
I got you.
I like the gossip.
He goes downstairs to the living room where she's reading and Elri's staring at her, like usual.
Oh god.
And he says out loud, he says, "Hey,
God damn it.
stop asking her out. She's a delicate flower. Done." And he walks away.
Hove closes the door after picking up. Raziel's gonna love this.
And
What does Hawk do?
He leaves.
That's not what I meant. He didn't understand what I meant at
does
all.
he look sad?
Roll a 10.
Is he crying or?
I know. I said before he could leave. I'm like, where are you going?
Bookstore.
Why?
He just leaves.
I go with him. Follow
Buddy
him.
sister.
This love story.
Buddy
Yeah.
system.
I mean, buddy system
You're
is.
not
Just
allowed to
call
go by
buddy
yourself.
sis.
Buddy system.
He points up. Raven.
She doesn't count.
She just gets you in
She
trouble.
goes into portals. She doesn't count.
Yeah.
Accurate.
She broke
I
his
still
nose.
go with him.
this pizza? Holy shit, Pizza Hut. Oh my god, I'm dying.
I still go with him.
I've never been this hungry in my life until tomorrow when I'm this hungry again.
Or yesterday when you were this hungry.
Well, he's hungrier than yesterday.
Or the
clearly.
days where the meetings
I
force me
sit
to
down by
miss.
you and I'm like, fuck.
I'm like mentally connected with you two, and I'm like, what do I do?
Just follow him.
As
talk
I'm like
to him.
running out the door.
Go
Yeah.
talk to him.
Just go talk to him.
He
It'll be okay.
Just talk to
you
him. He'll understand.
catch up to him
How
as
did
he
I
leaves
get
the
here?
building.
And I'm not sure why I'm asking you guys this. I'm like freaking out. I don't know why.
So
Just
many
talk to
romantic
Yeah, it'll be
subplots.
okay.
Anyway, you catch up
My
to him as he
favorite
leaves the building.
romantic subplot is with Easy.
OTP.
Yeah, those two.
Clearly the best
What
romantic
happened?
subplot of the.
Yeah.
That's not a subplot. That is the plot.
That's canon.
That's the main
That's why we're playing the game.
No, that's not a main plot. That's the main plot. Everything else, side quest.
Bromance.
Even like that.
All
Yeah.
that matters.
Him being asleep, side quest. Her sword, side quest.
The
Faelar,
Mantis?
side quest. Mantis, side quest. It's all just to bring these two together. We gotta align the stars, literally.
That's what my role in this is.
Get us to kiss.
Boys are scary.
So many romantic subplots. You catch up to him as he leaves the building. He gets out. Goes to get on his horse.
Forgot we had horses.
Oh yeah.
What?
Oh shit, a horse.
Arasnat is
Is
offended.
it Rosna? How's he
The fucking
been?
party leader.
How is the
World
horse
deal.
on?
Side
Sidebar.
Now we're going back to the real main quest.
The real main quest. No, you guys are the main quest. He's the main character.
Yeah.
Right, he's the main
He's
character
trying
of
to
the
bring
main
you two
quest.
together.
Oh my god.
I'd watch that rom-com.
The horse and two dwarf. The horse,
A
a
dwarf
dwarf, and a dragon
A
man.
stinky dragon man.
Oh my god.
A horse, a dwarf, and a stinky dragon man.
That world's blood.
Yeah, how's Ross now?
These?
Rosnod is sitting in the middle of the thing. He huffs at you as you walk by.
I pat him.
Do you give him a carrot?
He does like a shake.
What does that even mean in horse?
I don't know. He's a
Hey,
horse.
horse is direct language.
You'd have to roll handle animal.
Can
You,
connect him?
or you
Can I
could
do
get a potion to speak with animals.
Valor
You
X
just ask him.
Rosnod.
I'm gonna do that whenever I get to the city.
Okay, you're in it.
Wait,
It's not like
I found out what Valor wants.
what?
A Rosnod is his true wielder.
My god.
It's just a horse with a sword in his mouth.
We're
Got it.
doomed.
I've
Actually-
played Dark Souls.
That's his mount from the Night Wars.
Holy shit.
It ended up on our plane, and it's just been here ever since.
Oh god.
Anyway, you catch up to him as he gets to his horse.
This is the
He
darker race.
puts its barding and everything on it.
On this horse?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell him I said I'm going with you.
he saddles your horse.
Thank you.
He rides off into the sunset.
I follow him.
Into the sunset.
Oh.
The end.
Now we have to.
Campaign's over, guys. Thanks.
This is a
I'm
terrible
getting
ending for both of
truffles
us.
for the rest of my life.
You're riding that horse for the next 1,000 years or so.
Oh man.
He
Like Curzon's
after
baking.
after about 20 minutes, you realize that he has no idea where he's going.
Aww.
Is Luna still with us?
Yes, she's way up there.
Okay. I ask him where he's going.
To the bookstore.
Which one?
Well, there isn't really a bookstore.
Then why do you say you're going to the bookstore?
Because that's the excuse I always give my mom when I needed time to think.
What do you need to think about? I'm like the most annoying person in the world.
What do you gotta think about?
What do you think about?
What do you think about?
Uh,
What are you thinking about?
Why? Why?
Prospecting.
Gold?
Like mining?
Gold?
Yeah.
Like mine.
He goes into a long tirade about how he found this jewel mine and he would really like to find out its secrets.
Is he really saying that?
No, he's talking about you. That's how he puts it.
Metaphor.
And because
I ask him if he wants me. Joe needs to eat.
Dude, same, bro. I'm gonna
Just kidding.
smash this fucking pizza, the whole thing.
it's gonna be so hot.
It's gone.
I ask him if he wants me to leave him alone.
That would make prospecting difficult.
Oh.
This is like over my head. I'm like, I don't understand what me leaving has to do with mining.
He's gonna have to get literal with her.
This is a wisdom thing, not an intelligence thing. Hope we get it like that.
My wisdom is 0.
On.
He explains that it's really difficult to find out more about the mine if the mine is far away.
Then go to the mine.
I'm already there. No, he just says hi.
Oh, he made it literal.
Do you need a little wisdom check?
Do I?
Cheese. Hi,
Oh god.
3.
She doesn't get shit.
She doesn't get it.
After a
Way to
few
change
seconds
the
of this
subject.
conversation going on, a raven lands next to you, and she turns into a raven, and she goes, "He's talking about you," and flies away.
Oh.
Luna's
Oh.
my favorite.
But I'm not far away.
So cute.
It's so awkward.
It's so cute though.
It's like,
I have a boyfriend.
What?
oh my god, why?
Anyway, that's it. That's all. He just stops. He waits for your response.
I just tell him I say I'm not that far away.
Yeah, but
Once
if,
I get it together.
but if I left you alone, you'd be far away.
You want to leave me alone?
No, but Vail just told Rose to tell me to leave you alone.
I mean,
all roads.
I'm kind of offended that Rowan said anything to begin with. I'm not a delicate flower. I can take care of myself most of the time. What are you doing?
He says that much I figured out.
Cool.
To the bookstore.
Can
That
we go
doesn't
to the,
exist.
that's what I say. Can we go to the bookstore now?
Sure. He takes you to
Creme de la Books. It's creamy books. Made out of food.
Is that where the succulent
Is
He-
that where the
thing from?
cookbook
he takes you to Binding and Binding.
Oh no.
Oh, ow.
Sounds like a law firm.
It's either a law
It's
firm
not.
or an erotic fan fiction.
Yeah, I'm not
store.
sure which.
It's both.
I was gonna say, why not both?
Okay. Go in the bookstore.
That's the tattoo I'm really getting.
That's adorable.
He buys a book, but he doesn't show you what it is.
Sounds
Okay.
like a BDSM
And
dungeon.
then he goes home.
Are there potions stored near here?
Sure.
Can I buy a potion of speaking animals?
Yeah.
Cool.
I think it's only 50 gold. It's a first level spell. Yeah, it's 50 gold. It lasts for 10 minutes.
You're gonna talk to her, Rosna?
Dude!
Yes, I am.
Voss, can you fucking call Pizza Hut and make my pizza come here faster? Holy shit, I'm sorry.
It's like one of those things.
Those party
Yeah.
things.
Things, yeah.
Anyway.
That's exactly brr.
I'm doing God's work.
You are.
You are technically doing a god's work.
I keep looking at your phone.
Her
for,
phone?
Like, a text message from your mom. Like, pizza's here.
Boss, you have to make Pizza Hut deliver now. Actually,
Yeah.
10 minutes ago.
Call
Voss
Pizza
just hears
Hut.
his name and he's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
I don't know where my dice went, guys.
Anyway, you get back.
Okay.
He hands you a brown paper package tied up with string.
What's in it?
Cocaine. Coke.
Okay.
Yes. Rachel knows what's on it. Anyway, what's in? Do you open it?
No, I'm fine. I still don't know where my dice went. It's fine.
What color is it?
I don't know. I don't even know if it was a dice.
Yeah, open it.
It's fine. Something fell out.
Yeah.
You open it?
Yeah.
It's prospecting for beginners.
Is it about mining?
Hey.
Is it actually about mining?
Yep.
This is cool because we have the sapphire mine.
Yeah, that we've totally abandoned.
And then I laugh and say, haha, just kidding.
I give up.
I said, just kidding.
He literally,
Yeah.
like, becomes, like,
Oh, it's right there, Rachel.
he just goes
Look,
full
it's right
scion. Like, his body disintegrates. Becomes,
I killed him.
becomes
A
psionic
wisp.
energy. A wisp. I'm out.
Okay, so the rest of you go on a double date.
Yeah.
Elric buys theater tickets.
To
you
the
go to the
ladies of
theater.
light.
You go to see the Ladies of Light.
Oh, okay.
They're traveling?
Yeah,
Sure, why not?
Is it sealed?
I mean, they must be doing well.
Yeah.
they're doing quite well. A man named Sheeson shows it's let's see, what would be a good The Abominable Snowman.
Aw.
And there's a giant snowman.
Wow.
Hey.
Mhm.
There's a pretty adept,
Yeah.
there's a pretty adept sorcerer behind the stage, just saying.
Yeah.
It was a good play, except for roll perception.
Me?
Yeah, sure.
16.
23.
Edgar is sitting in a box seat 2 tiers above you on the opposite side of the theater. He seems to be having a conversation with a beautiful young woman.
Do we recognize her?
She's Amorai.
Is she young, though?
She coming back?
She's young. She does love Mike and Ike's, and she is coming back.
Very good.
Is he
I
like,
trust her.
talking to her, or are they just like...
They seem to be having a political conversation. They're making business deals.
So it's not like he's feeling her out.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're making business deals?
Yeah. Ash,
Sorry.
Violet, you kind of like recognize this girl, but you really can't place her. You're really not sure. Like, you're like, I recognize that face, but she's wearing too much makeup and she's dressed too well.
Is it my mother?
Hey, yo, girl, is that your mama?
Is that your mama, girl?
Is it Azure? Is that why Rachel recognized?
Hey, yo, girl.
Heyo.
Azura's on the killing spree.
It's me.
It's me.
Azura.
It's Azura. She is killing Avantis for you.
I keep staring at her, like, not staring at her, but like...
Pizza?
Said pizza?
Yes.
Pizza!
Hello? Okay, so anyway, having a conversation. Some dude.
I keep, like, glancing at her because I think I recognize her, like, throughout the play.
Roll intelligence.
Intelligence? Nat 20, 26.
Okay.
What the fuck?
As you're leaving the play, the two happen to pass directly in front of you. It is your cousin.
I have a cousin?
Sure.
Sure. You do now.
I assume your family is large.
And in charge?
Most samurai families are extended.
Mine's, like, smaller than most, but I think I do have a cousin.
Oh, we have one now.
Just like a second cousin or something.
Congratulations.
What do I know about her?
She's a skank.
She worked very closely with your parents.
Oh, that bitch though. I like immediately connect with you, and I'm like, this is not good.
Wait, what's not good? Is the play upsetting you?
I was like, that's my cousin talking to him.
Talking to what? Who?
Did you guys see Edgar?
No.
I wasn't playing him out.
Oh, okay. Then, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Why?
It's real good right now.
That's not good, right? I mean, your parents are no
North
offense,
Star.
but
Yeah.
they're cultists.
Yeah. Cultist for a different video.
How do those two Vandals correlate? Because one we don't know if it's dead. One we know technically died, but somehow still influencing.
Okay. It's an interesting development.
Alpha.
How's the play?
It's good.
How are the boys? Were they well behaved?
No.
They got wasted.
How so?
They laughed pretty hardly when the abominable snowman, which is largely made of snow, stepped over a icicle and it looked like he had a giant penis.
Intentional.
Very.
Pete's backstage.
So,
I don't know what this is.
guys being guys.
And Talia was like,
For some reason, when I
What
do
happened
this,
to
the
you,
guys
Mr.
laugh.
I find out why she's here.
Worth.
Rachel,
Don't worry, just try to enjoy yourself.
after she is pointed out to you, you realize that this is the same woman who was sitting across from him.
She's one of the bitches.
She was in a meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Is she wearing a ring?
No.
She's just a bitch.
I mean, she's
Is
probably
this the
just
first time we've seen him closely?
Yes.
Is he wearing any jewelry?
At his belt is a scepter.
Is it the shadowy one?
Mm-hmm.
Do I recognize that?
Yeah.
holy
You,
shit.
you stole it.
I feel like that would be a fast way to get me killed.
A pickpocket is.
It's okay, it'll come back to life.
I
You
mean-
can't die.
I add a lot to sleight of hand.
if you roll high enough.
You do.
What's the DC?
Just quick save.
Can't tell you.
Just quick save.
Yeah,
Keep
just quick
trying.
save. It'll be alright.
What
You
if
have
I
to
take
get it
10?
at one point.
I'd probably take 10.
That'd be an interesting revelation of the campaign.
We pickpocket the scepter.
Well, we use the scepter to kill the Vantas.
What is your... Oh, it's sleight of hand.
How much is it?
A lot.
I mean, it's a lot, but
It's a lot.
the DC would probably
It's
be...
probably really high. I know.
Whatever you do, if you don't do it, do not roll a d20 for a hypothetical result. Because you'll just be upset.
I'll put my hands in my
This
pockets.
is going to be at least
I don't
a
even
15.
have pockets. I'm wearing a dress.
You make pockets and you're like,
She's like fidgeting.
Yeah, I'm totally fidgeting.
I try not to look at them now that...
I'm gonna roll your roll and see what you would have gotten. Okay.
Can you talk about ad?
What do you add?
What?
Bitch adds 20. Okay, so you understand the rules of sleight of hand. You can pickpocket the scepter from him.
But what if I get caught? He's gonna like
Kill
one-shot
her?
me.
Rachel,
We are in public.
you're in public. 2,
It's like Edgar and the boss.
you can be.
It's like I ruined the boss. After Raid's still bioing.
The rest
He's
of the
going
boss is
in.
not here.
Leroy!
It's just me. Everyone else like AFK or not here.
Mhm.
I mean, there are 4 of us.
you pull and you're a DPS. You're not even the tank.
Is that like a soft reset?
Alright. The DC to picking up the object is actually 20. You know for a fact you can get away with it. The problem is he might see you.
I'm gonna teleport immediately.
That's possible.
Is Luna up there?
Luna's not with you.
Luna, come.
How pissed would the party be?
I wouldn't be.
I would be in full support.
Are you going to do it, or are you just going to...
I
Are you
really
going to tell
want
us?
to do it. No.
Boss, what do you think you should do?
Stream. Yeah. What do you think we should do?
Come here, Hal.
Yeah.
We're right here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know what?
I think
I just want to do it.
we should wait until next episode, as far as you can
Yeah.
tell, to find out if she pickpockets Savantis or not.
When you're done with that pizza.
There's some in this one.
So, this has been another episode of As Far As You Can Tell. I'm Joe.
don't
With
think
me
Joe
was
or I are
Andrea,
done.
Rachel, Ashley, Brad, or JP. If you want to find out more about the setting we're playing, you can go to zodiacempires.com, as well as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all the social medias. You can find us in there as well. And we will see you guys next time to find out if she takes it. Bye.
Tune in.